Hello, friends. Welcome to Let's Talk in English on PTS.
Get ready to learn something new and special today. My name is Gabe.
And I'm Andrea. Today's lesson is called Meet Olga. We're going to meet a new friend, and we're also going to learn about studying in another country.
Yes, we will. And I'm very interested in who this Olga is.
Well, we'll find out. I'm sure that you are all interested in our key words, so let's look at them together. Say them with us. Our first key word is culture. Culture. Using chopsticks is part of Chinese culture.
Custom. Custom. Take your shoes off inside people's homes. That is a custom in some countries.
Host. Host. We had the party at Steve's house. He was a great host.
Guest. Guest. Alice was a great guest. We enjoyed having her at our house.
Accept. Accept. Jack got accepted to a great school. He is very excited.
Anywhere. Anywhere. The classroom is full. There isn't anywhere to sit. But we can review these key words. Say them with us. The first one is culture. Culture.
Custom. Custom.
Host. Host.
Guest. Guest.
Accept. Accept.
Anywhere. Anywhere. Well, friends, we do know where Eddie is. Let's go see him.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, here is today's mission. You ready? Okay. What does Hugh have for Max?
What does Hugh have for Max?
We will find out in our lesson. Let's go.
Hugh, my favorite salesman, come in.
Thanks. How are you, Max?
I'm great. So, what are you selling today?
I'm not selling anything.
Then why are you here?
I have a great opportunity for you.
You do?
Yes. Have you ever wanted to travel to another country and learn about its culture, but you didn't have the time or money?
Maybe.
Well, this is an interesting conversation. Hugh, Max's favorite salesman, comes to visit him, but this time Hugh isn't selling anything, is he?
No, he's not selling anything, but Hugh does tell Max that he has an opportunity for him.
He has an opportunity for Max?
Andrea?
Yes, Gabe?
That's the answer.
To
our
today's mission. It is, friends. We found the answer. The question is, what does Hugh have for Max?
What does Hugh have for Max? Hugh has a great opportunity for Max. And I wonder what this opportunity is.
Me too. Well, friends, remember, an opportunity is a chance that you have to do something. I'm sure we'll learn more about this opportunity as our day continues. For now, let's look at a key word here in this conversation. It is culture. Culture. Now, culture talks about many things. Culture can include ideas. It can include art. It can be anything that a group of people think about or how they act.
That's right. And when I think of the word culture, I think of different countries because every country and every place has its own culture. The people act a certain way in every place.
And Hugh asks Max a question. Have you ever wanted to travel to another country and learn about its culture?
What if that country and culture came to you? Wouldn't that be great?
Whoa, yeah!
You could learn about the country's customs and food and...
Wait, what's going on here?
Olga, you can come in now. Max, I'd like you to meet Olga, my cousin from Germany.
Hello, Max! Thank you for being my host. I will be a perfect guest.
Whoa! Who is Olga?
Olga is Hugh's cousin from Germany, and Olga is going to be Max's perfect guest.
Wow, I wonder how Max will do with that. Well, hey everybody, we have a key word right there. The word is guest. Guest. A guest is someone that stays somewhere for a little while. If you are a guest in someone's house, that means you are staying there. It's not your house, it's not your place, you are a guest there.
If you have a guest at your house or apartment, the person stays there and you take care of your guest. Make sure they have everything they need.
You know, it's important to be polite when you are a guest somewhere. You can be a guest in someone's house. You can also be a guest in another country.
That is true. And if you have a guest, then you are a host.
That's right. You are a host if you have a guest in your house. Let's look at this word, host. Host. A host is someone who has someone else in their house. They are taking care of them for a little while, a host.
So if Olga is Max's guest, that means that Max will be her host.
Yes, and I'm sure that Max wants to learn a little more about Olga's culture and customs too. Let's look at this word, custom. Custom. A custom is something that someone does when they are from a certain place or culture. Their custom.
And we also have customs here on our show. It's something that we usually do, and one of our customs is that after Gabe and I teach, we go and see another teacher.
Host? Guest?
I didn't ask him yet.
Oops! Sorry. I always eat my foot.
Excuse me?
Olga, you mean put your foot in your mouth.
Oh! English is a funny language. I must study more.
Olga was accepted to a study abroad program in Chicago.
What is she doing here?
She came to visit me for a week, but I don't have anywhere for her to stay.
You know, Olga is funny. It's interesting. She is also learning English, and when we learn another language, we sometimes make mistakes, but that is okay. That's how we learn, right, Gabe?
Yes, it is. You need to make some mistakes before you can improve sometimes.
Well, Olga will improve her English. She was accepted to a study abroad program in Chicago. Let's learn this key word, accept. Accept. Now, if you are accepted into a program, That means the program says, yes, you can go. You can join the program.
And if you want to go to a college or a school, then you have to apply first. And if the school accepts you, that means they say, hey, it's okay, you can come to this school. They accept you.
Well, friends, we have another key word. It is anywhere. Anywhere. Now, if you say, I don't have anywhere for someone to stay, that means you have no place or no room for them to stay.
That's right. There is nowhere for Olga to stay. She can't stay anywhere with Hugh, and so she might be able to stay somewhere with Max.
Inspector E.
Hi friends, it's Mrs. E here. This week we meet a new friend. She needs a place to stay. Do you remember? Let's look again.
But I don't have anywhere for her to stay. But I don't have anywhere for her to stay. But I don't have anywhere for her to stay.
Who do we meet today? Yes, it's Olga, Hugh's cousin from Germany. And Hugh has a problem. He doesn't have anywhere for Olga to stay. In English, to stay does not mean to live. To stay means to live for a short time. We can stay at a hotel, but we don't live at a hotel. To live means you plan to stay somewhere for a longer period of time. Let's try some examples. I'll be staying at a hotel over the weekend. Or how about this? My cousin invited me to stay with him for a couple of months this summer. Where would you like to stay? I know. I'd love to stay in a hotel in Hawaii. That would be wonderful. But wherever you go and wherever you stay, remember to practice and to use what you learn. Because remember, use it or lose it. This is Mrs. E signing off.
Conversation replay.
Hugh, my favorite salesman, come in.
Thanks. How are you, Max?
I'm great. So, what are you selling today?
I'm not selling anything.
Then why are you here?
I have a great opportunity for you.
You do?
Yes. Have you ever wanted to travel to another country and learn about its culture, but you didn't have the time or money?
Maybe.
What if that country and culture came to you? Wouldn't that be great?
Well, yeah.
You could learn about the country's customs and food and...
Wait, what's going on here?
Olga, you can come in now. Max, I'd like you to meet Olga, my cousin from Germany.
Hello, Max! Thank you for being my host. I will be a perfect guest.
Host? Guest?
I didn't ask him yet.
Oops! Sorry. I always eat my foot.
Excuse me?
Olga, you mean put your foot in your mouth.
Oh! English is a funny language. I must study more.
Olga was accepted to a study abroad program in Chicago.
What is she doing here?
She came to visit me for a week, but I don't have anywhere for her to stay.
Calendar phrase.
Well, Gabe, I'm back from camp.
And I am glad you are back from camp. Andrea, tell me, how was camp?
How was camp? Gabe, camp was great. I had so much fun.
Well, that sounds great. So tell me, Andrea, how was camp?
Gabe, you just asked me that question.
I know, and that's because that's today's
Calendar phrase.
The phrase is, how was camp?
How was camp?
If someone just got back from camp, ask them this question. How was camp?
How was camp? Well, let's learn more about this with our skit.
How was camp?
How was camp? Hi, John. How was camp?
It was great.
Why? Tell me more. How was camp?
Camp was fun. I saw a lot of old friends there.
Sounds fun. What else? How was camp?
Camp was exciting. We played a lot of sports.
Wow. I want to go to camp.
Maybe you can go with me next time.
Okay.
How was camp?
How was camp?
One of the customs on our show is to practice with the question of the day. Eddie?
That's a great custom. Well, here it is, the question of the day. Do you like to have guests in your home? Why or why not?
Do you like to have guests in your home? Why or why not?
I like to have guests because sometimes I feel alone.
Okay, Gabe, so you enjoy being a host?
Yes, I do. And I enjoy having other people around.
Well, that's great. Then you are not alone. Friends, thank you all for joining us today right here on Let's Talk in English on PTS, where learning English can be fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.